Hello students, lesson 6, the rarest animal of all, English reader book, page number 50, lesson 6, the rarest animal of all. Dr. Dolittle is a beloved character. It is a character from a series of books by Hugh Lofting, a book written by Hugh Lofting, and it is a most important and dominated character, Dr. Dolittle. The good doctor can talk to any animal in its own language. The doctor who is good animal doctor can talk to the animals, and he sails around the world helping animals everywhere. So is the character of Dr. Dolittle in the books of Hugh Lofting. Read about his encounter with the rarest animal in Africa. Now we read in this lesson the one of the rarest animal found in Africa. The name of that animal is Pushmi polus, are now extinct. The animal is now no more, and now it is extinct in the world. That means there aren't any more. Now these animals are no more on our planet. But long ago, when Dr. Dolittle was alive, when Dr. Dolittle was practicing doctor, there were some of them still left in the deepest jungles of Africa. That time, this animal was alive and that resides or lives in African jungles. And even then, they were very, very rare. At that time, also, their number is very less. They had no tail. These animals have no tail but a head at each end, but they have head on both the side and sharp horns on each head. Look the picture, the two heads on the both the sides, and they have sharp horns. They were very shy and terribly hard to catch. Shy animal not come in the public, and the terribly hard animal to catch. No matter which way you came towards push me pull you, he was always facing you. This animal having the face on both the sides, so whenever whatever side we go near this animal, you are always in front of these animals. All he was always facing you, and besides, only one half of him slept at a time. And the good property of this animal is that this animal is never sleeping, only the half part of the animal sleep. The other head was awake and watching. Other part of the body, other side of the body is always vigilant and watching the things around. This was why they were never caught and never seen in zoos, and this is the reason this animal never be caught by hunters. Though many of the greatest hunter men and the cleverest menagerie keepers, those menagerie keepers means a person who look after a collection of wild animals, spend years of their lives searching through the jungles in all weathers for Pushmi polus. Not a single one had ever been caught, but they were failed. They never caught this animal in the jungle because of their alertness, because of their both head on the both the side. They are always escape from the hunters. Even then, years ago, he was the only animal in the world with two heads, and that time also this was the only animal on earth having head on the both the side. One day the monkeys set out looking for this animal through the forest. One day what happened, the monkeys were planning to catch hold of these animals, and after they had gone many miles, one of them found strange footprints near the edge of the river, and they found the footprints of this animal, and they knew that a push me pull you must be very near that spot, and they understood that this animal is nearby by seeing their footprints, mark or sign on the earth. Then they went along the bank near the side of a river a little way, and they saw a place where the grass was high and thick. They saw the pasture land, green land, having high grass, green grass, and they guessed that he was in there, and they guessed that this animal, Pushmi, was there in this field. So they all joined hands and made a great circle around the high grass. They made the circle. The Pushmi Pulyu heard them coming, and Pushmi was understood that some were coming near to them, and he tried hard to break through the ring of monkeys, but he couldn't do it. But he was failed to do so. When he saw that it was no use trying to escape, they understood that he was alone and the monkeys are much in number. There was no chance to escape from them. He sat down and waited to see what they want, and they ready to surrender and listen the verdict of the monkeys. They asked him if he would go with Dr. Dolittle and be put on show in the land of man. They asked that if the Pushmi go to the clinic of Dr. Dolittle and be the part of the show in the land of man. But he shook both his heads hard and said, "Certainly not." But they denied and not agree on their proposal. They explained to him that he would not be shut up in a zoo. They assured the Pushmi that he would not be in the zoo, but would just be looked at. But only he was there to see other people see him, not be present in the zoo. They told him that the doctor was a very kind man. They explained the qualities and character of the Dr. Dolittle, but hadn't any money. The doctor was good, but he had no money, and the people would pay to see a two-headed animal, and the doctor would get rich and could pay for the boat he had borrowed to come to Africa in. By seeing him in the zoo, people pay, and by that the doctor would get the money, and he would pay the bill of the boat. But he answered, "No, you know how shy I am." Pushmi told those monkeys that he was a shy animal. I hate being stared at, and I didn't like the people stare at him. And he almost began to cry, and then he started crying, almost nervous. Then for the 3 days the monkeys tried to persuade him, ask him to understand and come with them in the zoo to help the Dr. Dolittle. And at the end of the 3rd day, he said he would come with them and see what kind of a man the doctor was. First of all, after the 3 days pursuance, the Pushmi was agreed, and he said that he looked the doctor and what kind of the Dr. Dolittle was. So the monkeys traveled back with the Pushmi Pulyu, and when they came to where the Dr. Dolittle house of the grass was, they knocked on the door, and then he went with the monkeys to the Dr. Dolittle's house and knocked the door. The duck, who was packing the truck, said, "Come in." On the door there was a duck, and the duck asked him to come in. And Chi very proudly took the animals inside and showed him to the doctor. What in the world is it? Asked John Dolittle. John Dolittle asked him what is this animal is, gazing at the strange creature by seeing that unique creature, because this animal having head on both the side. "Lord save us," cried the duck. Duck said, "The God should save us. How does it make up its mind, and how the God made this type of animal? It doesn't look to me as though it had any," said Zip the dog. The dog said, "I didn't see this type of animal any in this world." "This, doctor," said Chi, "is the push me, pull you." And the doctor said, "This animal is push me, the rarest animal of the African jungles, the only two-headed." This had the two headeds, and this doctor explained the things to these animals, that it only a rarest animal in the Africa having two-headed beast. Beast means here the animal in the world. "Take him home with you, and your fortune made. People will pay any money to see him, and if you go this as people will see and will pay more money." "But I don't want any money," said doctor. But the doctor denied what they offered by the monkeys. "Yes, you do," said Dab Dab the duck. Duck said, "You need money. Don't you remember how we had to pinch and scrape?" Here, pinch and scrape means live carefully on very little money to pay the butcher's bill and the peddler buy. We have to struggle due to less amount of money. And how are you going to get the sailor, the next boat you spoke of, unless you have the money to buy? If you have don't money, you can't pay sailor, and you will not get boat to go back. "I am going to make him one," said the doctor. Doctor said, "I would make it." "Oh, do be sensible," cried Dab Dab. But this duck said, "Be a sensible doctor. Where would you get all the wood and the nails to make one with? But you can't make this boat, because you don't get nails or wood without money. And besides, what are we going to live on, and how could we survive without money? We shall be poorer than ever when we get back, but we become very, very poor if we are not getting money on time." She is perfectly right. She said, "The duck is right. Take the funny looking thing along too." "Well, perhaps there is something in what you say," murmured the doctor. But doctors little by little agreed with the assurance of the different animals. "It certainly would make a nice new kind of pet." It is a new kind of pet, but does the what do you call it, really want to go abroad? But what we call this animal is. "Yes, I will go," said the push me pull. But at this animal, when the doctor asked this animal, that animal said, "Yes, I will go," who saw at once from the doctor's face that he was a man to be trusted. Because of his verdicts, this animal push me understood that this animal, this man, this Dr. Dolittle can be trusted upon. You have been so kind to the animals here, and the monkeys tell me that. And the monkeys already assured me and told about your behavior towards the animals. I am the only one who will do. But you must promise me that if I do not like it in the land of man, you will send me back. Send me back. But the Pushmi wants assurance from the doctor. If he could not like the land of man, means people's land, the doctor, means Dr. Dolittle, send him back. Why, certainly, of course, said the doctor. At last, doctor assured the Pushmi that he would return him back to the jungle if he could not like the place where the people live. So, this is the story of this animal. This animal is Pushmi Police. The Doctor Dolittle is a character who talks with the animals, and he was the doctor who had great image in the animals world. Go through this chapter again, read it, and understand this story. This is a funny story of huge, huge lofting, and this is the one of the part of series of his book. And this main character here is Pushmi, and Dr. Little is the person who talks to this animal and the animal creatures in the jungles. Thank you.